Hi folks, Michael VZ in front of St Pancras International train service and King's Cross, two of the most famous railway stations in London, some of the oldest railway termini in the planet. Sorry, I'll take off my Terminator sunglasses. They are called train stations, but I have just attempted to get a train at not one but two of London's most famous termini, and in both cases the train was cancelled for lack of train crew. Now, I'm going to try and resist the urge to rant about the railways in this country, because if you have not been living under a rock, you know how much Britain's public services are falling apart. And although it's actually a privately owned system, it is falling apart anyway. But here's the marketing lesson. I often am asked by companies who have just pissed me off mightily by giving me terrible service or making me wait 45 minutes to speak to a customer service rep when they could have had a more functional website and I could have solved the problem in 3 minutes. They often then give me a survey. Guess what I'm going to say in my survey? You don't need to be a rocket scientist or hire a data scientist to get a survey analysis that says your product or service sucks balls, it doesn't work, you're breaking promises. Now, the thing about travel that's interesting is you're making a very precise promise. So if you say I'm going to go from A to B at X time, it's exceptionally easy for your consumer to say black and white, you failed or you've succeeded. But really the only thing you've got in that situation is a possibility of failure, because people expect you to do what you promise. And in a railway system, just like in any other sort of transport system, the promise is very clear, very simple, and therefore it's easy to tell if it's been broken. And so I would say marketing is about making promises to people that are strong and exciting and enticing and all of that stuff. And that's very important. But if your product sucks badly, or indeed your service in this case, then the solution to what do you need to do to make your business better isn't about marketing. It's not about making promises. It's about making sure you keep the promises you've already made. So if you want to destroy your business really, really quickly, what you do is you put a lousy product that breaks or doesn't do things or even catches fire or strangles people's dogs or whatever other things that have happened over the decades with physical products. Or you put a service out that actually damages people, like a badly trained physiotherapist or gym bunny, what do they call it, and gym trainer that actually damages people, etc. Right? You put that out into the marketplace, and then if you really want to blow your business up, you make sure you have a feedback mechanism in place, like Amazon reviews, for example, and then you pour the fuel on the fire with traffic. And that sounds insane when I put it that way, but that's the strategy, quotes unquote, that I see a lot of Amazon sellers doing, that they put up a pretty mediocre product, they get very quickly feedback that it really sucks. And instead of correcting the product, they sell more of it to try and get better reviews. But obviously, if the reviews are accurate, you're likely to get more bad reviews. But even if you get more okay reviews, you are risking somebody having a terrible experience and absolutely trashing the product. And then you're adding fuel to the fire by putting traffic on top. Normally paid traffic, so it's even worse financially. So here's the solution, folks. If you're selling something that sucks, be really brutally honest. Either kill that thing or fix it. And often the solutions are simple but not easy, right? Simple, if you're running trains and the reason you can't run trains is because you haven't got any train crew, well, you better find some train crew. Well, there's a shortage of labour in the UK, particularly, but in most advanced economies. That isn't going to get better anytime soon, and that's not going to be easy. You've got to look at things like automation, paying more, training people earlier. Not easy. But not easy, but pretty clear. How do you solve a problem with lack of train crew? Get train crew. Okay, and go and work on that problem. And physical product problems are no different, and they're more micro, they're a lot smaller scale, but they're just as hard to solve. How do you get something that is lightweight and strong? And if that's your key marketing promise, well, you better make damn sure you deliver on that. And how do you make sure that you do lightweight and strong and affordable for the consumer and still makes you a profit? Not easy to solve, but that is the work. That is where you should be putting the sweat, blood and tears in, because if you get that right, the feedback you get from people is this is amazing, and then any marketing that you do making a promise will be kept promise, and people love it when you keep a promise. So the great news is that most people and most products suck so badly, particularly in this country when it comes to services, but even with products, there are so many mediocre products out there on Amazon. Now, if you have a product that's not mediocre, that's actually good, that has some passion, some pride, some durability about it, it will still stand out, even now. You have to shout about it, and that's the marketing. But you make a promise and keep a promise. That is the essence of a successful business. Then you want to scale that, you pour the fuel of traffic, and hey presto, you've got a great business. But never think that you can fix a broken business that's broken because the product or service is crap by marketing. You will just make it worse. You will just antagonize people more. And if you have the gall to then ask people in a survey of some description why they don't like your product, you're really just asking to open the floodgates to pretty head-slappingly stupid question, right? If you run a railway and you don't let the trains run on time, or you just cancel them last minute repeatedly, often for crap reasons, then don't survey me to ask, because you know, not that they have been dumb enough to survey me, but lots of people do that, and also in physical product businesses. So if your product or service sucks, fix that sucker or kill it, right? Do not put it out there and put marketing behind it, and for God's sake, don't do that with traffic on top, because you are asking to set fire to your business. Thanks for listening to my rant. Michael Veazey out.